this is also the great opportunity to show yourself, like building some prototypes. Like, for example, when you are just transferring to product owner, you can just build some prototypes and show to the company that I did this because I think that this will be a great product for you. I know your company and I can just make something like that for you. Maybe it's worth to talk with me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Career Soul. I'm very delighted to welcome Luke Jarych today here with us today. He is founder of CareerChangeToIT and a career transition coach who has successfully reinvented his own career multiple times before helping hundreds of other professionals to do the same. Today, we're going to talk about his own career change journey and the framework he uses to help other professionals identify their strength and reinvent their careers, especially in the IT and tech industry. And also, we're going to talk about the recent and updated job market trends in the tech industry across Europe and UK. So while you are sending your connection request to Luke, I'm going to also remind you that please subscribe to the YouTube channel and watch their other episodes. And now I'm going to say welcome, Luke, and thank you for joining us.
Hello, Mina, and thank you very much. It's a pleasure, and thank you for the invitation.
For us as well. So I have plenty of questions ready, but I'm going to encourage everyone to paste their questions in the comment section as well, and we're going to address them. And the first thing that I want to kick off our conversation with is recent post that I saw on your LinkedIn, which showcased some numbers. And one of those numbers was that out of a certain number of interviews that you had gone for a position in the past, about 9 of them, which constituted a large portion of actually that overall number, which I can't remember right now, but 9 of those interviews had come from your network and referrals. And that reminds me, so how do you keep your contacts and network fresh? How do you do that?
Okay, so this is a great question, and this is the hot topic right now: how to get a new job. And this is not only regarding the career changers; it's also for mid and seniors on the job market. Within IT, I don't know other branches, but with IT we have a lot of changes right now, and this is a crazy market out there, and I can confirm because I was going through my newest change last 2 months. I was looking for a new project, and I see how the job market has changed during 8 years, because I was sitting in one company 8 years, so quite a long, I think. So it was a long of time. Of course, I was helping people and I was seeing how they are acting, what their strategies are, and how can I help them. But when I was experiencing this myself, it was also very exciting, I can say, experiment for me, because I could use some strategies which I am teaching also for these different people. So generally, it was I had 12 job interviews, so it is I think a huge number because it is only a 2 month time period, and 9 of them it was coming from referrals. So it means it was like not applying; it was just getting to the job interview either by referral, either by contacting CEO, contacting hiring manager, or just trying to get to the employees and ask about referral, because there are a lot of systems like you can be referred by somebody to the company and they can get the bonus. So it is like win-win if you just ask honestly about, okay, do you have a recommendation system in your company? So can we do this? You will get the money and I will get a referral. So it was like one-to-one win-win situation in some of those job interviews. And I can confirm that job market has changed. Now applying only, it's painful because I sent 11 applications and three of them was answered.
Yeah. So you're saying that using referrals and your connections, it not only increases the chances of getting interviews and potentially offers at the end, but also it just makes the whole process so much faster. I've seen people who have applied for months and months and months, but have
Yeah.
gotten nowhere because it's just so many applications in a day for a certain role, and the ATS obviously. So we've got a question here that says that yes, but how to have any referrals if I want to transform to IT from different sector and don't have any connections? So I guess the my first instinct would be to start making the connections. What about you, Luke?
Yeah, this is for sure. You need to invest time, and this is the painful part. That this is time consuming. It's not like you have a time to test everything, to write some kind of how I am calling these valuable projects. So when you are just giving the value for employer and you are just observing the company. So this is the part which I needed to skip because I just wanted to change my contract quickly because my team was dissolved. So company's list and just observe people, observe manager, try to find the common values or the values which you can bring to the table. And after that, you can just make some project or pitch deck or something like that and send to the manager. A little time every day to make a new connections and not only target in HR people, also go to managers, try to connect with the CEOs, start to observing some companies which you can like, or just go backward engineering, like I'm calling this. So it means like you are going to the job boards and seeking for a job offer for you, and after that you are going and exploring the company. If this is for you, if the values are fine, if you want to invest your time, the
Yeah.
people and connect with them. So every time it's about connections, and you need to also logically spend your time because
So target some companies that you like, start making connections in person or online, and spend some time every day to expand your network, and basically to spend your time wisely, not being hung up on certain companies hoping that a position might open up or you might get an answer to an application. Am I understanding this correctly? I guess I tried to summarize.
yes, yes, yes. This is a great summarization. So logically, I mean, spend your time in a proper way. Do not waste it, and also make some small steps. So, like, okay, 30 minutes, I can go and try to find a new connection. I can just comment under some companies, and this is the time which you can start, and you don't need to go for hours and just it is some kind of another job what you are doing.
Going back to the whole changing in transitioning into IT, like the previous question, you've worked with lots of professionals, helping them to do the very same thing. So, have you seen any common mindsets that people have that causes problems? Or to reframe my question, what was the mindset shift that you had to do yourself when you wanted to transition between industries?
Yeah, so first of all, open mindsets. So if you are just closed and you don't want to try anything, you know better, and I tried this, I know this, I heard this, and you are just not doing this. Or I will not message somebody. How he will react, or she, how it will be working for me. No, it will not work. So if you are just close-minded, it will be hard to change anything. So this is the one thing. And unfortunately, the second is you need to be stubborn. You need to not surrender. So it means like you need to push forward. And if when I was changing, when I was changing career, it was the different times out there. It was easier to get into IT because now with this AI stuff and all these applications, and we have 1,000 candidates, 1,000 different ATS systems there, and they are just filtering, and they do not have time for you. And yeah, so this is the crazy time right now. So when I was right now, I was changing this job. For me, I had also the different emotions within
Mhm.
me. It was like maybe I'm not good. Maybe I had I had a lot of fears in data, and I had the feelings like that because you are just going to one interview and they are saying no, you don't know SQL. You don't know
Yeah.
this. You are just beginner. And in the next week, I'm just getting the feedback. Oh, you are SQL expert. Okay,
Hmm.
so you
Yeah.
don't. This is carousel out there, and this is why I think this is so important to have somebody who will be supporting you, some
Hmm.
group of people or some mentor, technical one, maybe career coach groups. They are there. So I think this is the very important one. I think
Yeah.
the family support is also important, but often the family is just against you and just saying, "Why you are changing this? You have a great job."
Well, that
So
also happens too. Yeah. But
yeah,
having the
yeah,
support community really helps. I mean, people who have been going through the same thing in the past or are going through it right now is definitely helpful. I remember feeling the very same thing because you go on LinkedIn and you see everybody, oh, I got promoted to this job, oh, I got this new certification, and nobody actually talks about, all the hard feelings behind that. So having that support community really is valuable. Talking about emotions, we have a question here from Joshua saying that, have you ever had to look for a new role or pivot career while recovering from burnout, or have you coached someone who has?
Yes, by myself. No, I didn't have the situation like that. But my wife Claudia had a client, and he was burnout, totally burnout, and it was difficult to start working with this guy. But after having a plan and just talking with somebody and inspiring him that this is possible, that you can change your approach. It was like having designing your strategy, change his mindset so that okay, I can do this. So it was just a mind shift like that. So
Mhm.
I think yeah, this is very difficult. And
I think, Joshua, what I would say is, because I don't know if I can call it burnout or not, but I've definitely gone through phases that I felt personally that I cannot handle, everything altogether. So personally, I would advise just stepping back for a while and trying to figure out what is actually creating that much of a burden and what is the root cause, and trying to solve that. Sometimes stepping back and just observing, from a distance, what everything that is happening could be helpful. And also the great advice that, Luke, you gave, that sometimes just speaking to a professional and reevaluating everything and shifting the mindset could also be helpful. There's another question that I think it is good to meant to address it here, is that finding connections is one thing, but companies don't want to hire juniors without commercial experience. And what this question tells me is, how can we build that portfolio to showcase, so that comes, it's like companies say that we want someone who has, for example, 5-10 years of experience, but people are like, but how do I get 5-10 years of experience? I need to work to gain that experience. So it's a complex thing, but what would you recommend, Luke?
yeah, so this is usual step for every almost every career shifter. So we have what we are advising. Generally, this is maybe 10 years. It's a lot, but if somebody has at least a few years of business experience, this is like looking for a transferable skills. So what value you already have and how you can bring this to the table and sell yourself on job interview. So this is why and in your CV to be noticed, or how to communicate this well to be noticed. So this is transferable skills. This is the first one. And what you can do also is just do the projects, additional projects. And this is the thing which you cannot skip sometimes because it's still for now, for example, they are required a lot of AI there. So if you are not using AI in your projects, they will ask not only to about prompting ChatGPT, because this is not enough right now. So you need to go and create some projects and prove that you can use agents, you can use this in your daily work, and this is helping to save your time. So how you would do this? How you would answer these questions right now if they will ask? So what you can bring with this AI to within the projects, because this is also the great opportunity to show yourself, like building some prototypes. Like for example, when you are just transferring to product owner, you can just build some prototypes and show to the company that I did this because I think that this will be a great product for you. I know your company and I can just make something like that for you. Maybe it's worth to talk with me. So additional project is still a key when you are in entirely different branches. If you are a bus driver and want to go into IT, it will be hard without any projects to prove that you can be this within IT. You can work in IT. So you will need to prove with some kind of experience, not only commercial one, because I had the situation from my experience last month, so the fresh stuff that they were asking about additional projects. So I didn't have experience, but they asked exactly about technology. It was listed in this job requirements. So they are asking, they want to know. And so I did the project, I made some value, and this was my advantage somehow. Yes. So this is the one more thing which I want to add. It's about looking for the similar industries. So if you are working in, for example, in insurance field, try to find the IT company which is doing project connected with the insurance. So your domain knowledge can be some kind of trampoline to the new field. So this is also the good way to get into your target company.
Great advice. Thank you. Talking about skills, Luke, what are the, let's say, the top skills that someone in the IT or tech industry should currently have? You've been recently, navigating the job market yourself. So, what can you tell us?
Oh, I can tell that this is honestly this is a crazy time because companies are learning AI literally. They do not know a lot. They are just making a lot of processes. I was asked for some solutions which I did in my previous company, and I was saying like, okay, I prepare documentation like that, and I was sending this through the agent, and it was like summarizing my work to the second employee, and it was wow, I didn't think about this in my company, in my team. So manager was surprised that there is some kind of way. So everybody's learning right now. So I would say that having some kind of so this AI now is obligatory. You need to know AI in some cases, and this is the skill everybody looks at that, and you need to just learn this somehow in some agents. I mean, in using agents or just going and trying not only prompting but doing something more in your project. So AI skills. And also communication. This is also from the soft skills. Yes, so communication is a key, and how you can handle with the customers, with the clients. So this is the communication. And about stack is changing so fast. So what I'm also advising is just going through job offers and make the a roadmap for you. So skill competencies, gap analysis. So this is how I'm calling this. But generally, you are looking for what they want and what you can bring right now. And because of that, you see the competency gap, what you need to learn.
So, talking about AI, and Natalia has put something here for us, saying that is there any chance to get best use of AI in IT and avoid it replacing humans in IT in particular? I would say, I mean, in my opinion, it might be a long way before humans are completely replaced by AI, but potentially that might happen in very distant future. But what would you say, Luke?
Yeah, I think I agree with you, Mina, that it can happen in some particular areas, like I would say, like simple and repetitive tasks, like call center maybe, because now AI is calling to you, and even job interviews are driven by
So
AI.
I've heard, yes.
Yeah, this is strange. And you are just you have also the job interviews driven by AI, so it's like they are opening camera and you need to sit in front of this camera and just talking with robot. So this is like also strange feeling. So yeah, it's happening, but I think it's not like AI will replace everybody in very short time. You need to think in the terms what cannot be automated and how you will handle in few years, because now this is changing so fast that all these professions, like for example, my wife Claudia, she's a change manager. So change management is the area which is there's I see the reports that this is the safest one, because they are implementing AI into companies. So this is like the last chance that she will be replaced. And yeah, so I would just think in the terms like what you can do to adjust AI and not be only affected by AI. So for example, when you have a Power BI report, and now they are the skills that you can prompt, and you will get the report from only doing prompting. So think how that you can be replaced in 2 years, for example, because it will be just in so good shape that it will just prompt, and Power BI will be created in seconds. So it means that maybe there is too many developers out there. And so this is the thing, what you can do. You can, for example, shift into data engineering, because data engineering is like connecting all the dots and preparing the data for AI. So maybe this would be a good direction for you. So you need to think strategically and plan the future carefully.
Thinking about how we could be replaced potentially is a good way to start actually developing those skills that would differentiate us. And I mean, in my experience, I would say we're human. So our human element is the most differentiating thing. I mean, we have the cognition that I don't think that AI would be able to, not, I wouldn't say ever, but in a very, very long time replace. So yeah, I
Exactly.
think
Yeah.
working on those behavioral skills and the human part of it is going to make the difference. But thank you. That is very helpful. So going back to transitioning into tech and IT, and again navigating the current job market that you currently have, what is a realistic timeline for someone to transition their job? I mean, with the whole AI buzz going around, and you also mentioned that it is absolutely essential to be able to work with it, to have the knowledge. So, what would be a realistic timeline for someone to start today and want to change their career?
Yeah, so it's longer than it was from my experience. It was even few months possible in before pandemic. It was like few months, and you could get into IT. So now it's much longer, and it's I would say it's 1 year and even more. So it's like being on time with all these tools, and they are changing all the time. You need to now you need to really like this. So it's not like, okay, I'm going to IT because there is a lot of money. Okay, there is a lot of money, but it's you need to love this thing. You need to just learn new things every day and read the tech news out there and be on time. So you need to have some kind of interest in and this is like it should be some kind of your hobby, not only the thing that okay, I'm going to into IT because there is a lot of money, or I hate my branch, my industry. So
Mhm.
this is what I would say. This is longer time and not easy. Honestly, it's
Yeah.
not easy, and you need to plan this carefully. And you can just, I said this 1 year when you are just starting from scratch. So you need to learn everything. You just need to go this jargon in IT. And this is the things they are taking time. So I have one candidate right now, and she's changing her career, I think 1 year and a half already, but she was learning a lot of things, and she has a small kids, so it's like a lot of just usual life there, usual work plus learnings. So I'm
Yeah.
not surprised this is so time. This is this time long, but we are supporting. Me and my wife Claudia. We are supporting her. She can write to us. She can call to us. We can talk. We are inspired. We have some kind of calls periodically, like some months, or when she just finish her plan, because she's just pushing all the time. She's
Mhm.
pushing. She will get there, but it's taking time. It's really right now. It's really hard to answer this question. It's so
Yeah.
many factors up there.
No, I don't really understand. I mean, the level of the expertise of the person that currently has, and from which industry they're trying to transition. These are all the things that affect. But again, to your point, the competition is real. It's gotten so much harder than before, especially before pandemic hit. And I've heard. I mean, I've been talking to people, and one thing that I keep hearing is that the mid level is disappearing. We don't have, or the companies do not hire juniors anymore.
Yeah,
They're all
this
looking
is
for
the thing.
seniors. But how? I mean, once the seniors retire, what is the next generation that's going to replace them? So that is a real issue. And also, Joshua has also posted something similar here, saying that so how can we stay ahead of this kind of transition? The junior positions, the entry level positions are being replaced mainly by AI, or the companies are just looking for higher level people to fill the positions, the roles. So what is the answer here?
Yeah, so this is true that juniors right now there is not a lot of job offers. I think this is about 5% of the whole job market offers out there. So it's so small, and this gap is getting bigger and bigger between the juniors and seniors, and this is the big gap. So there is no one answer for this, but what we are doing, we are just trying to make all these candidates which we are working with, we are just trying to go immediately to the professional level. So just learning, getting the knowledge, making some projects, and going and communicate them as mid mid level employees. So we are just not communicating them as juniors. So this is the answer. Like we try to skip this junior position, because junior position can be replaced. Everybody just like saying that. It's not true. It's not true. But companies are closed right now because they think that AI will replace everything, and it's not true.
It's not.
Not in this moment for sure, and this is not like it will happen in
Yeah.
1 year. So it's the big gap right now, and this is difficult time for doing this. But there, if you have plan and you are consistent, this is still possible. But like I said, you need to like this, just all,
Yeah.
and just push forward. Have some supporting family or some kind of colleagues, and they will be supporting you, and it still can be done.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to do the hard work really. It seems like a cycle. So learn stuff, showcase it, put yourself out there, and just keep doing this, and enough times to get recognized, and to get to the level that you want to get to. Thank you very much for all the questions and the responses, helpful responses. If there aren't any more questions, I'm going to ask you, Luke, do you have any advice for people who want to change their careers, or they want to transition into tech and IT specifically?
Yes, of course. So first of all, just try to identify what there are requirements. So making this roadmap, this skill competency gap analysis, what you have and what you need is the key. So what are the soft skills? What are the hard skills? Hard skills you can always learn. You can just take some courses. This is great. And so this is the first step which you should try to do. And after that, the steps are going with these practical projects. So getting some experience and building your brand is the last thing. So how to be visible, how to communicate this well, because sometimes you do not have such a skills what they want, but still you will be hired because your different skills, your soft skills are in a very great level. So this is the thing which I would advise. Plus, to have somebody who will be supporting you all the time, family member, colleagues, career coach, whatever, whoever. So
Mentors, coaches, absolutly. That is a
exactly.
game
So
changer.
exactly,
Exactly.
exactly.
Thank you so
And
much, Luke. Yeah.
push forward, and just work your road.
Yeah. Don't take
Work.
no for an answer. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that is it really. I mean, we got to keep moving forward and keep pushing until we find the results that we want, we were seeking for. So yeah, thank you so much, Luke. I'm going to encourage everyone to connect with Luke, and maybe schedule a talk with him. I mean, if you have more questions, what it would be a better way than to do this? So yeah, I'm going to encourage everyone to connect with Luke, and keep asking your questions. You can post your questions in the comment, and we'll try to address them. I'm also going to encourage everyone to visit our YouTube channel and watch the other episodes. And you can also rewatch this episode on YouTube later on as well. Thank you very much. Very helpful. And I hope we meet again.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mina. It was a pleasure.
Thanks. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.
Bye bye.